Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Understanding the World with Lea Iman. In this episode, we will talk about a few things. One of them would be how to create reality collectively, because now we are going through a massive transformation collectively, a massive shift, and we see a lot of tension worldwide. We see, which is basically the apocalypse. So, what is the apocalypse? The apocalypse is when a lot of hidden stuff is being exposed, and that's exactly what's happening right now around the world. We are seeing the exposure of just so many creepy stuff, things that we didn't know existed, whether it's the abuse of a lot of people to children, a lot of people in the elite, to children, the sacrifice of children, the agenda of the LGBT plan to make kids, to over-sexualize kids, all these wars, the threat of nuclear war is just a bunch of negativity. And I'm not saying this to judge it, but it's a bunch of negativity because the news are negative, by definition, these kind of news. So how can we transform the situation collectively? What can we do in a positive way, to transform the world? That's really what I want to talk to you about today, because I found myself digging deeper, which I'm sure happened to a lot of you guys, in this rabbit hole, and I couldn't find the end, the bottom. It just makes you, and I went through so much anxiety, I almost got depressed because I was researching, and everything I was researching was horrible. And then I realized that actually a lot of people and kids are suffering in this world while we're sitting here and doing our life and just acting like everything is normal when it's not. So I felt very helpless as well, because there isn't much we can do. It's actually the job of the police to arrest these guys and to do something about it, but no one is doing anything. So bottom line, it was just really depressing to see, until a light bulb went on and I got myself back on track, because it really was traumatizing to find that information. Like, I'm sure a lot of people are traumatized right now, just waking up to this reality, because I've been researching since 2012. I've been getting downloads, and I've been working with tribes and medicine people and getting all kinds of information. So I'm initiated in a way, and it's not new for me, and I still got traumatized. Now imagine people that have nothing to do with anything whatsoever of all these hidden information, or searching for the deeper layers of reality, to just fucking find this stuff. Like, how do you cope with it? How do you, sorry for swearing like that, but really, it's very important that we address this, because we think creates our reality, and when we think collectively also creates our collective reality. So what we want to do here is be very mindful of what we're doing. Like, even if we get that information and we see it, it's a motor for change. We shouldn't get sucked into it and sucked by it, which I find it can be very damaging, to anybody, and very traumatizing. Although it's necessary, to know what's up and to call out what's happening. It's super important to do your everyday positivity work and keep being in a positive state of mind. Pay attention to your feelings, pay attention to what you feel every day, and focus on being a positive human being. Focus on passion, bring out the best of you. Now is the time to actually bring out the best of you, to actually show the world who you are. We need you today. The whole world needs you. We need you to be strong people. We need you to be resilient people. We need you to be brighter than any other time. Because now the world really needs you, and now we actively are creating the new reality. So I invite you all to start imagining the new world that we're trying to create, that's free of abuse, that's free of all these horrible things, a world full of harmony and peace and beauty, which is basically 1,000 years of Christ that is upon us, that's come in. So cheer up, my friends. Don't get stuck in that negativity and all that stuff. Share it, share the information, don't get stuck in it. Very important. Please bring yourself back to source, bring yourself back to happiness, heal yourself. That's the most important. If you need to take a break from the world, please do it. We don't have that much time left. Everybody's stuck in the old reality. We'll be stuck there for I don't know how long, and it might not be pretty for them in the next years. because we are at a time of accelerated manifestation. Everything is getting manifested faster and faster. So please, guys, I really, really need you to actively do the work. Don't just wait. Every day, take a moment to breathe, take a moment to say thank you, take a moment to pray, take a moment to do yoga, to go out in nature, to do something that makes you feel good. Stay in touch with the pleasurable side of life, the happy side of life. It's very important. And keep yourself happy and do the healing. If you don't feel good, you don't have to force yourself to feel good. Just sit with yourself and see why you're not feeling good. And let your emotion come up, talk to yourself. Let everything express as it is. Don't repress. There is no bad emotion. Just what's bad is when you repress emotion, or when you try to feel an emotion that's not the emotion that you're feeling at the moment. And I'm not saying like you can't orientate yourself to feeling better. I think you should do it every day. But I think there is a toxicity about this new age kind of like coach mentality, transform your life, blah, 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 and they never really get to the core. They only force you to feel good, but never tell you why you're not feeling good in the first place. So if you don't find out why you're not feeling good, you're never gonna feel good. You're never gonna heal. And so my message today is to please stay in touch with yourself now more than ever, with your core. Feel good. Go in your heart, stay centered, and stay happy. And every day imagine the reality that we want to see in the world and start doing something positive in the world, being part of this new reality. If you don't do anything positive in the world, it's stupid to expect that you would be invited or part of this new reality if you don't do anything, right? So even if you're just healing yourself, you're doing something positive for the world, because you're part of the world. By healing yourself, you're doing your part. So that's the minimum we can do, is to heal ourselves as a part of the collective responsibility of being part of this collective. So please, guys, now is the time to create the reality we want to see, to picture and imagine humanity being free, and not stop at anything of those negative news that you see. Don't stop. Don't let that hinder you. Don't let that traumatize you. Keep going. Okay? We're almost there. So thank you so much for watching, guys. If you need help or anything, please drop me a message, drop me a comment below, and I'll be very happy to help you. We're here in this together. We want to see everybody happy. We want to see everybody good. And no one succeeds alone. And no one heals alone. So please reach out. Don't feel shy. Everything is going to be fine, starting from now on. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll be with you in another episode very soon. So we speak again. Thank you, guys. Take care.